Ryan Reynolds on Deadpool 3 at Disney. It's just a win for everyone involved.
I see this as an absolute win.
How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to my channel, The Cosmic Wonder, where we talk about all things relating to Marvel and, of course, the MCU. Today we have news about Deadpool 3. Now, some of you may have heard the news already with Ryan Reynolds' recent interview with Total Film magazine, but apparently this news may not be all what it seems to be on the surface. Now, it's been a while since we've gotten any type of Deadpool 3 news, and fans have been wondering what is going on since Ryan Reynolds teased us not too long ago, stating that Marvel Studios was working on Deadpool 3.
We're working on it right now with the whole team. We're over at Marvel now, which is the big leagues all of a sudden. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, we're working on it.
But a new report suggests something else. So let's talk about this new interview with Ryan Reynolds on Deadpool 3 and what it means for the future film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So we'll talk about this new interview, talk about what he said in previous interviews, when to expect Deadpool 3, and of course the big question, will Deadpool be rated R even though the next Deadpool film is going to be in the MCU? If you're new, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on to stay up to date on everything relating to Deadpool 3 and the MCU, and I'm also starting weekly giveaways next Monday, the 4th of May. So ever since Disney bought Fox, Deadpool fans have been wondering how exactly Disney, the family-friendly company, is going to be able to handle the merc with a mouth. Will Disney let Deadpool continue to be rated R? That's the biggest question that everybody has right now. And it seems like even Ryan Reynolds doesn't really seem to know what Disney is going to do. In a recent interview with Total Film magazine, he opened up about the subject. In the interview, he said, "Oh man, I really don't know. It's just all so new with it being over at Marvel now, and, figuring out the ins and outs as much as I can from where I sit, we'll see." He was then asked about his adjustment going from being an outsider to being over at Fox to being an insider now, being at Marvel Studios, in which he replied, "I don't feel like an insider at all. I think once I'm more intimate with it, if we get to make a Deadpool 3, if or when we get to make a Deadpool 3, I'll probably have a better perspective on that. But I'm a huge fan of Marvel and how they make movies, so when Disney bought Fox, I only saw that as a good thing. Deadpool hopefully being allowed to play in that sandbox, I think is just a win for everyone involved, but we'll certainly see." Now, this reply definitely took a lot of people by surprise, especially if you consider that barely 5 months ago, Ryan Reynolds was on a live talk show talking about how Marvel Studios is already developing Deadpool 3.
We're working on it right now with the whole team. We're over at Marvel now, which is the big leagues all of a sudden. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, we're working on it.
So Ryan asks Ryan, is there another Deadpool movie coming to the franchise? And Ryan Reynolds says, yeah, we're working on it right now. He says we're working on it with our whole team and we're over at Marvel now, the big leagues. And then again, he says we're working on it. So there is clearly something more that meets the eye going on right here. What I think is that things are actually more official than ever. And here's the reason why. We had this interview 5 months ago. This was in December of Ryan Reynolds confirming work on Deadpool 3. He confirmed that him and his team were over at Marvel now and they were working on it. And on Instagram, he even posted a couple of pictures teasing Deadpool over at the MCU. He posted one photo teasing that Deadpool could show up in Phase 5, and then he posted a photo of him physically at Marvel Studios' headquarters. So based off of what he has said and based off of the fact that he posted a picture of him at Marvel Studios, he's definitely met with them and a lot of conversations have been going on. What I think has actually happened is that Ryan Reynolds and his Deadpool team have been meeting with Marvel Studios since they're at Marvel Studios now, and they've decided on the direction and when they're going to do Deadpool 3. I think that plans could be official now, but Marvel Studios told Ryan Reynolds you can't say anything, because it sounds like Ryan Reynolds is being particularly careful in what he says because he knows that it's going to be public since this is an interview, and he doesn't want to give anything away and he doesn't want to make anybody mad at Marvel Studios, the big leagues as he called it. But there have already been a lot of rumors going around that Deadpool could actually show up in Phase 5, and not to mention, again, that Instagram photo that he posted teased Phase 5 and actually said Phase 5 on it. So although nothing is confirmed as of the moment, it sure does seem like we could get Deadpool in Phase 5. But now again, the question is, will it be rated R? Disney doesn't really do rated R movies. However, everything that we've heard so far about Deadpool being over at Disney has said that they're open to it, and a lot of people would probably say that Deadpool won't really be the same if it's not rated R. One thing that Marvel has done pretty well is develop really great characters, and Deadpool is probably the one character that Fox actually got right. He has the same attitude and tone that he has in the comics, and if they change that and tone him down, then he won't really be the same character. And Marvel Studios and Disney is smart. They know what makes good characters, they know what makes good movies, and they know if they tone him down, the movies won't be as good, and probably a lot of people won't go see the movies. And not to mention that Deadpool is one of the highest grossing rated R movies of all time. So they know that changing him to a PG-13 Deadpool probably isn't for the best. And as Ryan Reynolds mentioned, he has his team over at Marvel Studios now, the same team from the previous Deadpool films. So if the same team for Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2 are working on the film, it's most likely going to have the same tone, and it's most likely going to be rated R. So I don't think there's too much to worry about Deadpool being rated R. I think it's going to remain rated R. Obviously, they'll tone him down if he crosses over with characters like Spider-Man or any of the other Avengers, but for the most part in the MCU, I think we're going to be getting the same old Wade Wilson that we know. And I think things are well underway right now with Deadpool 3 at Marvel Studios. I think Ryan Reynolds is just being super cautious now that he's with Marvel Studios. But let me know what you think about what he said in this recent interview. Do you think he's being cautious, or do you think we may not get a Deadpool film for some time? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to give a like for Deadpool and subscribe with notifications turned on so you can stay up to date on everything relating to Deadpool and the MCU. You can follow me on Twitter for live updates, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.